All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. As the Clemson Tigers are off to one of their worst starts in quite some time, they were able to get a reprieve yesterday as they took their show on the road to face the Syracuse Orange. Now, through their first four games of this college football season, Clemson's record was just 2-2, with both of those losses coming within the Atlantic Coast Conference, as this has been a league that they've dominated for quite some time. But the Tigers were able to get off the canvas yesterday versus an undefeated Syracuse team as they were able to flex their muscles in each aspect of the game. This Clemson defense, which has been solid this season, forced three Syracuse turnovers yesterday, a pair of fumbles and an interception of quarterback Garrett Schrader, while they also sacked him five times. You look at this Clemson running game, 126 yards on the ground. And for me, the biggest thing for Clemson, they put Syracuse in a hole early. Before you blinked at the dome, it was 14 to nothing in favor of Clemson. This gave them the opportunity to get their defense really going. They got that run game going, and it was a good balance of passing and runs yesterday for the Tigers offense. 37 passing attempts for quarterback Cade Klubnik, 35 rushing attempts for this Clemson offense. And overall, Klubnik was 23 of 37 passing yesterday for 263 with a pair of touchdown throws rather. The biggest guy in the passing game yesterday for Clemson was Tyler Brown with 8 catches for a buck 51. And for Clemson, this is what they needed because we saw them in their previous game. They had each and every opportunity to beat Florida State at home, and they were unable to do it. And, 0-2 has put them behind the eight ball, if you will, to try to get to Charlotte for the ACC championship game. It's still attainable for Clemson to get there, but they definitely have some work ahead of them to do it. And it's not going to be easy with their upcoming schedule. They've got Wake Forest at home this Saturday. They're then off before they head to take on Miami. And then right after that, they're on the road to take on NC State. They've got Notre Dame at home to begin the month of November. But obviously, Notre Dame is not a football member of the ACC, so a loss there wouldn't hurt Clemson's chances of getting to Charlotte for the conference championship game. But nonetheless, it's still attainable. And I'll say at the very least, if Clemson is not able to reach the ACC championship game, they're definitely still going to have a say as far as who gets there because they got to take on Miami, they've got to take on North Carolina, and for the Tigers, you definitely want to try to get some momentum for yourselves now after you've gotten your first conference win of the year. Clemson just has a state of ground and state of course, if you will. Stick with their running game, a good balance on offense, and just let this stout defense do what they do. That is exactly what Clemson did yesterday. They got their first conference win, and now let's see if the Tigers and head coach Dabo Sweeney will be able to build off of this heading into the month of November. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on the X, formerly known as Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. Now you can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin and I am signing off. And I'm saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.